Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Offensive linemen will have to be on their toes because we'll see the top two sack leaders from 2016 in this one. It's Von Miller and Vic Beasley.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it. To the 35-yard line. Play clock winding down. Now a first down throw. Kelly is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, 8.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Gun. Shotgun. Watch him now, Barney.
The play clock's running down. Here's Kelly to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now let's go.
On third down, Kelly escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here we go now. Boo, Lanny.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first and 10, Kelly steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
8 yards to go here on second down. Kelly. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. They give him a gain of 37.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Watching that, Marty.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Kelly throwing on 3rd and long. Fighting him off. Now he's forced out left. Now he's flushed out left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Watching that, Marty. Let's go.
They're going to go. It's Booker, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Vance Joseph can hardly bear to watch, and this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Watching that, Marty.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. Off the bootleg. Knight forced out to his left. Room past the 20. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Devontae Freeman, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. Give him 5 on the play there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Off the play fake. Knight. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 41 yards. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off-play action. Knight on the move to his left. The swing pass caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 33 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the second straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Third and short, it's Booker. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Finds a seam inside the 40. The 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, 55 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Off the play fake. Knight. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Third down and 12. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Ryan. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He gets this one away. It's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Kelly to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. A spin. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw is Kelly. And that is incomplete here. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Well, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
In motion left goes Sanders. To throw is Kelly. To throw on third down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a pickup of 7. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Back nine up, Philly. Here we go. Over.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claiborne able to get him for a loss of about 3. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Freeman again, a first down carry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Second down now after the pass completion. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10. It's Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Short boot, take it at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
C.J. Anderson, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 79 yards, and the Broncos have broken the tie. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And tough starting field position here. They start the drive with Anderson. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Kelly. Forced out to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Running with a fullback, Coleman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Derek Coleman in the final minute. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And they will take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.